I still remember you sat on the sofa when we showed you some of the songs from Pebble Brain.
Yes. Oh, that was great because that was like the first time that we actually met as well. That was really cool.
Yeah, I just gave you a little mini gig of all the new songs.
Mhm. And then I knew that the fall would be good. I knew that it would.
Yeah,
And then I
you're the
was
only
right.
one too. Did you know? Okay, I'm gonna give you the list on most likely to cut to least likely to cut from Pebble Brain when we were, because we like to kill our babies in Lovejoy.
True.
We make a bunch of songs and then we cut like 20. Least likely to cut
Mhm.
was Model Buses, mainly because Model Buses is my absolute favorite. I love Model Buses so much. I feel like it's got some of my funkiest lyrics. I wrote that funky bass line. Pretty much all of Model Buses, apart from the drumming, is me. I wrote almost all of it. And I love the bridge. I think it's one of the best bridges we've written, with the trumpet going ba, 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 da, 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 da. I love that. It's
Mhm.
sick. Model Buses, big fan of. I especially love Ultimate Guitar. You know Ultimate Guitar? They did a official version of Model Buses, and I'm a big fan of it. But hell, what does she know? You're so appealing. That line, by the way, the line,
Mhm.
my mother says you're up your own ass, like stagehand at puppet show, but hell, what does she know? That's a play on two things: that my mum hates Boris Johnson, who this song's about.
Mhm.
This song is about Boris Johnson, and she fucking despises him more than me, which is a lot. And number two is my mum used to be a puppeteer. She was a professional puppeteer. So that line's a little homage to my mother. With the
Aw.
my mother says you're up your own ass, like stagehand at puppet show, but hell, what does she know?
Mhm.
The hell, what does she know is ironic because she knows a lot about puppets because she used to be a puppeteer. And he's got a bus, he's got a bike is about Boris Johnson's like infrastructure plans to add Boris bikes and Boris buses to the country. But yeah, I can't. What I'm excited for in 2022, live shows, man. Are you gonna come to them, Ranboo?
Yeah.
I want to hear
I
the
will.
fucking room of people on the. I guess this makes you right. I want that fucking claps, and I want the get me out of here shouted back. Oh, bro, it's gonna fucking rule. The actual plot of Model Buses, the way it was written, was I imagined if Boris Johnson wasn't prime minister and just a bloke I met in a pub. It's just what it would be like if I met Boris Johnson in a pub and how I'd describe him. And the song's very sarcastic, so it's I'm sure that your heart's in the right place. I'm sure that you break more than I make. My mother says you're up your own ass like stagehand at puppet show, but hell, what does she know? Because you're so appealing. We can barely see your hair receding. You're a man of few knees. Little sleep thoughts are deep. Sound as good with slurred speech as I do when I'm sober. So it's just me meeting Boris Johnson in a pub if he wasn't prime minister and just describing him. I guess this makes you right. Oh yeah, he's obviously snatching up all the girls here. I guess this makes you right. I guess the boys must be lucky that you didn't try out here tonight. Because you're so relieving. You're like a breath of fresh air on a warm summer evening. Yeah. That's what Model Buses is about. I like writing songs. I'm a big boy for that. But yeah, Lovejoy has been a really good thing for me this year. I've loved expressing myself. I there's a feeling behind writing music for me that is so visceral. It's so like, chat, you're never going to catch me doing anything like, you're never going to catch me doing anything creative for money, is what I'm trying to say. I have a big fucking love for music, and I know as well.
Mhm.
So the least likely to be cut was Model Buses.
Mhm.
Second least likely to be cut was It's All Futile, It's All Pointless, probably, because we kind of decided very early on that we were going to do that.
Mhm.
I remember on the way to writing, before we'd even released Are You Alright, our first EP, I was playing It's All Futile for our drummer so he could get a hang of it, so we could then record it. Number three least likely to be cut would probably be Concrete.
Mhm.
Number four would be You'll Understand When You're Older. And then number five would be Oh Yeah, You're Gonna Cry. And then number six and number seven are Perfume and The Fool, and they were both on the shopping block. In fact, the original track listing didn't include Perfume and The Fool. So
You almost cut the fall.
I didn't say anything about it, but the fall was we were so ready to cut the fall that we actually had 2 recording sessions. We had the first recording session where we did the first 4 tracks, and the second recording session where we did an extra 3 that we just wanted to shove in there because we had time. And the fall was the fall was like, we said, right, if we have time, we'll record the fall. I even said to you on the day when you were sat there on the sofa, I was like, we might not include this one. And then you were like, and then afterwards I said, which one's your favorite? And you were like, probably that one. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And that was one of the reasons we kept it in. It wasn't like a Tommy Innit moment where he forced us to keep in Perfume, but it was like when we were deciding whether to cut it or not, we took into account what you said, and we were like, yeah, okay, maybe we can keep that.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad because I remember like the ending bit of the fall. Like I remember that it was like I knew that when that would be like actually recorded and actually like produced and everything, that would be so incredibly good.
Oh, thank you, man.
Like I knew it as soon as I heard it, and then I was like, and when I heard it for the first time, I was like, yeah.
I sent you the files, didn't I, before it was released? I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
It was Pog. It was fun.